Hi, and welcome to another episode of Monster Model Review. I'm your host, Rob Madison, and welcome to part 3 of the Aurora Original 13 Monsters. Now, because there's 5 of them instead of 4, I'm going to get right to it. First up, we have King Kong. King Kong originally came out in 1964. This is kind of a kit bash between a glow-in-the-dark kit and an illuminator kit from the 90s. King Kong is kind of a weird model for me because the scale is all over the place. The base, obviously, with the little palm trees is just very small. The Fay Ray character, the gorilla size, everything is kind of throwing scale to the wind. It's also the first kit that I had to use putty on. The seams are really bad on this kit, so I had to use putty on it. And when I started working on this series, I didn't want to use putty, but I really needed to on this kit, and I think it came out better for it. Next up, we have Godzilla. Godzilla is another one of those kits that throws scale to the wind. I have no idea what scale it is. The buildings are incredibly small, and Godzilla is just towering over the top of it. I really like this kit, and it's funny that I do because it really doesn't reflect the Japanese Godzilla monster at all. It's kind of thinner, and the tail is a lot smaller. But I still enjoy this kit, and one of the reasons is I didn't have a lot of Godzilla references back when I got this kit. We didn't have VCRs and DVD players, so we were lucky to be able to watch Godzilla vs. The Thing or Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah on Horror Incorporated or 7th Cemetery Road. This is a fun kit. I didn't have to putty up much. I just glued him up, scraped him down really well, dry brushed him up. It was really fun to build him up. He went together just super fast. Next up, we have the Bride of Frankenstein. The Bride of Frankenstein is different because they went to a 1/10 scale instead of a 1/8 scale, and they added more detail to the kit. They added more beakers, they added more diorama base material, some body parts. A very nice kit. This was one of the very last ones I built and painted. This is one of those kits that I had never gotten when I was a child, and none of my friends in Upper Wisconsin remember ever having seen a Bride of Frankenstein, so we wondered if it ever just didn't make it up this way. It's a nice kit. It has a lot of good detail. The seam work around the body was a lot of work, but I really just scraped it up and kind of edged it with my hobby knife and really kind of worked it with just the glue. It painted up fun. It was a dry brush thing again with the bandages on the body. It just dry brushed really easy. The body parts were fun to paint with the gore and with all the pieces to the bride. It's one of those builder's dreams. It was a lot of fun to build and paint. Next up, we have the Salem Witch. The Salem Witch was a lot different because it was an original piece. It wasn't connected to the Universal Monsters or any other film. It was just an original design that they could play with. The scale was a little smaller at 1/12, and they added a lot to the diorama base, again with rats and bats and beakers and all sorts of good stuff. One thing I did with this kit was I actually sculpted a little bit on the face. I added a chin and a little bit of the nose. I really didn't like the original kit's face, and I had a hard time with it even as a child, so given the opportunity, I sculpted a little bit on it. I did the best I could, and it's okay, but it's not great. Now, if you want to see a really good rendition of it, look at Terry Beatty's that he produced some years ago with Pigman. This one really matches the box art. Last up, we have The Forgotten Prisoner of Castle Mare. This was the last of the original 13, and produced through the affiliation with Famous Monsters of Filmland and Forrest J. Ackerman. It's a nice kit. I've had it for many years. This was originally a glow kit. Most of this kit has followed me around for a long time, but when Cinemodels came out, I got to purchase one and fix some of those pieces that had been lost or broken over the years. A fun model kit to build and paint. This one goes up so quickly, and there's very little seam work to do, even if you were going to spend a lot of time on seam work. The dry brushing is a lot of fun on this. The critters on the base are fun again. They went back to the 1/8 scale, which I think was important, and it really fit with the rest of the group. The change of scale always kind of threw the Bride and Witch into their own category. Now that's it for the original 13 Aurora kits, but I'll be back with monster scenes and prehistoric scenes sometime in the future. I also have some websites for you to check out. Mobius Models is producing plastic kits right now. They just reissued the Dr. Jekyll as Mr. Hyde kit in plastic, and they're producing a new Seaview kit. They're also reissuing the Captain Action kit from the past. Another site, DenCon, they're big Monster Scenes fans over here, and they've reproduced the Lost Monster Scenes boxes, the Animal Pit and the Dungeon, and they also produce a Monster Scenes calendar, and they're reissuing the Canadian boxes from the Monster Scene collection. My all-time favorite seam work material is AV's Epoxy Sculpt. I've been using this since I found it. It's made here in Wisconsin. It's a great product. It's water soluble. It's non-toxic. It's got good work time. This is the best stuff. I can putty up a model in no time with this, and I'll be talking more about this product. Up north we have Monster Hobbies. It's a cool place, and right now they have the Illuminator kits all for sale. They also hold model contests pretty regularly. It's a nice shop for the strange and unusual. Always House of Dracula, helping me with their scans and images. I've been using them since part 1. Thanks again. Coming up in my next episode will be a resin kit of a cartoon monster. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.